Hello, viewers of the internet, and welcome back to my second attempt at evading the police in BeamNG.drive. Whatever you may call it. Versus the police, I guess. Anyway, we need to find somebody to hit. Come on, what's going on here? There's enough space. Ooh, police car, just what I needed. Right? You watching, police? I'm going to do something very naughty here. A bit of a harder ram than I guess I necessarily needed to, but it worked. Oh dear, bits of it flying off. This is, I think I might have said, the Hello Neighbour car, and it's inspired by a Chevrolet Bel Air from the 50s. So, that's a thing we should perhaps bear in mind. It is an automation mod with some semblance of an interior, not one I made, but I find it quite a neat thing, nonetheless, one I've not got to use yet, so that's something. Oh dear. Please, open differential, do not be the death of me. Looks like we're going this way again. Well, I'm going to take the next right that I can possibly take, because that's probably the only real way I'm going to get through this. The car is actually quite nippy, to be honest. It's not what I would call a power monster, but it does get going. Looks like it has some wood on the interior as well, which I can always get behind. Ooh, bit of a scrape there, but that's fine. We've lost our rear bumper. It's just weight reduction. I'm sure of that. Right here, the police cannot drop spike strips or anything, if I can speak. So I can just slip through there. I'm surprised these hill climb vehicles aren't getting pulled over, to be honest. You'd think they'd be illegal. Well, I'm not surprised. Tell a lie, but anyway. Ooh, trying to catch me out, but this car is kind of bouncing all over the place, and that may have saved me. I don't know. I forgot how a transmission worked. Oh dear. Brakes locked up there. I just got lucky that where the car was heading was directly into that petrol station, and I could have regained control before it hit anything there. Power. And yeah, they didn't respond quickly enough. Wow, here we go. I've done a lot better, actually. We look at this, because yes, I had a bit of a spin and everything, but come on. As I say, I'm doing better. All the cars in front stop, and there's no way around that. Looks like they set up a roadblock. Come on. Oh, somehow I avoided that dive. Not quite sure how. This Wilson is doing me proud. Come on. I mean, no wonder the neighbour got away with so much. His car's good at evading the police. Oh dear. I may have just found a car that is, perhaps unintentionally, better at evading the police than my little thing. Oh dear. That will not be our undoing, though. This is a resilient little car. I say little. Is it little? It's not that little. Out my way, you. That just bounced right off the front. I guess it's the issue of the automation cars. Now, this is not in perfect condition. I can feel that, but it still drives well enough. It's just a bit of pull to the right. But I can deal with it. You see, these automation cars will rarely get to a state where they're truly awful to drive to the point the police are going to catch you because of that. It can happen, but it's much rarer. Plus, if this is actually body on frame like I suspect it is, I don't know, I couldn't look. Oh dear, it's got trailing arm though. That is not correct. Well, I say it's not correct. It's not correct to a Bel Air. Oh dear, the police are supposed to be, like, serving and protecting, and what they're doing, they're hurting civilians far more than I am. Yes, I might have hit a few civilian vehicles, but even so, managed to trick him into going down there. I'm staying on the motorway, thank you, mister, because I know this takes me to the airport where I can get away. Oh. Right, use that Roma as a shield. I'm going quick. Third gear. We've made it into the third gear, which is, for this car, quite high. Oh dear, feel like I'm losing control, so I've had to lift off there. These police cars don't seem to be going too fast either, though. Right, so I'm going to go to the left because of the space there. Yes, maybe you're not supposed to overtake on certain sides. Well, in the UK, I think you're supposed to overtake on the right, but in Italy, it will be the left, obviously. I think I managed to hit the rear bodywork there. The rear of this car is very resilient, actually. Seems more than the front. And it feels like it's got double wishbone on the front because it is surviving so well. McPherson's strut can collapse, even in automation cars, when you push it hard, like I am here. We're at the roundabout. We've more or less made it to the airport. Just let the police do what they do with their shenanigans. Come on, as I go over the roundabout to get away from it all. Now we're going to have to get onto a one-way, I think. I'm making up the rules as I go along, sure, but if I just had it get to this road, it would be a bit too easy, let's say. Oh, these police bow lights, come on. Thank you! The police force have taken themselves out. That seems like a fail-ace police department, you know, of how they were. They're just two police cars ram into each other. It makes my job easier escaping them, and I almost crashed into a building there. That would have made it a bit too little, too late. But I am here. I am on the one-way. We can take off. Oh, I'm not almost on the one-way. Yeah, I was going to think the police would probably fine me for driving on the one-way with a car, but what are they going to do, really? If a Wilson is just too quick for them. I think I'll let this finish off with a crash. It is our first vehicle to actually survive. I think partly luck and partly just... It's not a bad vehicle to drive. No. I guess could have been my experience as well. Is that wheel still attached, I wonder? I don't know. Wait, will this engine start, I wonder? No, it won't. It would be funny if it would. Still. That is a fascinating happening. Anyway. What can we possibly do? It says even up there, you successfully evaded the police. What can we possibly do to beat this? So our next vehicle is the Ibishu Chizai. It's like a Covet, only smaller, and can have all-wheel drive, which this model does not have. But it's a key car, is what I'm getting at. This is the 660cc Sport variant. Ooh, is that a policeman I see? You know what, I'll go around you very carefully and... Oh dear, I accidentally bumped you. You know, I'm doing a terrible job of this. Come on, gutter technique. Yeah, that's where the size comes in handy. Wow, this looks smaller than the Piccolina. I think I've already damaged the steering though. This early on, you know. Come on, what you doing, guys? That's just lunacy. Like... Did they ram into the back of a D-Series and have the D-Series go up their car like a ramp? Ooh, that was a bit closer to that D-Series than I would have liked. Okay, we're going this way. Front bumper is hanging off, but it's just about holding in there. It is pulling to the left ever so slightly, but I think it's just alignment. I don't think anything is actually snapped. Oh dear. But I can't quite do what I can do with automation cars with this. It also has the other problem. We have 61 horsepower here, which is okay for what this vehicle is, but it has 61 horsepower with a lot of turbo lag. Okay. Looks like we don't have ABS, so I'll go up here. Sneak through this gap. It is good at that, I'll give it that much. Feels smaller than the Wilson I was just driving, although it could just be how it feels, not how it actually is. I'm struggling to overtake this. Foot to the floor. Right, they'll go mad and dive at me. You know, I don't want to take significant shortcuts off-road, but that was the only way I could have avoided it, I feel. Anyway, slow it down a bit here. I'm not in the higher gears. Oh dear, here's the motorway, but will we be able to hold it ahead without like getting rammed off or something? I'm going to just floor it. I think this vehicle can hold it better than the Wilson because it's front wheel drive. It does have good handling balance, but it appears quite firm. I think the Wilson was definitely softer sprung. Come on, can we do 80 miles per hour? I don't know. I pushed it awfully close to that hill climb vehicle. Oh dear! These cops are crazy. Somehow, I know my radiator's gone, but somehow despite my terrible driving I've got it back, and it feels like, bizarre as it might sound, it feels like the steering is straightened out. Yeah, I'm not good on the motorway, so I'm gonna have to steer off here if I can. Oh, obvious, please, what am I supposed to do? Thank you for hitting me so softly. Although it feels like that knocked the steering loose far more than it should have now. It's really pulling to the left just after that tiny hit. Right, thank you for leaving me a big space here. Now, this is not air-cooled, so that's why there's a big pool of steam coming out of it. Puddle, pool, whatever. Cloud, that's the term. A happy little cloud of steam. Oh! You are madmen, you know that? What if there was a passenger in the back of this car? As I say, the Wilson did not have this problem. Okay. I think it's safe to say the police have probably caught me. So going on the motorway does not work for every vehicle. This car, I go on the motorway and, well, it gets destroyed, partially by me hitting it into a wall, yes. But then you look at the back, that was just those crazies ramming me at such speed. I mean, it's one thing to pit maneuver someone, but to outright smack into the back of a car like that, oh yeah, they gave me a ticket, sure, as if I would live through it. Well, I probably would, but you know what? What if I didn't? What if it was just such a crash that it broke my neck or something, because they're being so aggressive, you know? That's just crazy. Anyway, it's... there we go. A bolide has once again had us. But the car that's actually caught on us is the Piccolina. Amazingly, I still have drive. I think, yeah. It's just so crash welded. I wonder, can I get rid of this and then actually drive? Come on. There we go. I'm surprised that they're not trying to arrest me for that. Come on. I'm not going to get to the airport like this, though. Not legitimately, anyway. They had stopped me. It works, though. Credits it where it's due to the Chazai. Alright, so it didn't make it to the airport last time. Let's try this time. Hopefully, things will change. Oh, hi, police car. Let's see. I'm being good. Look at me. I didn't actually intend to hit them there. Really, that did more damage to me than their car. Or truck, as it was. I lost a mirror, though, so, you know, it's not going to affect how the vehicle drives. Oh, dear. Gotta slow down, but not too much. Come on. Get out of the turbo lag. Oh, what are you doing, police car? I always seem to like attacking those D-series and Roomers, which just don't really belong on the Italy map, let's be honest. They're too big. Still, I'm actually getting along nicely here. It does like these roads more than it likes the kind of highways and such. Yeah, getting along through there. That was difficult, but I had no other way of getting around the whole thing. So I just had to, well, get around it by avoiding it. I wonder if my bumper's hanging off. Well, looks like it's kind of caved in, so I'm going to go take this bit of off-road terrain here. It just seemed like it was easier at the time, although this car not being very big is more likely to get thrown about by the terrain. It's just nature. I just hope I don't get beached or anything. Come on, where'd you go back onto the road? I think it's up here. Come on. It hasn't dug in too much yet, but then it's just basic sand, so what do you expect? Oh, there's a D-series. Gonna have to go around you. Oh. Best to cut across here. I think I know where I'm going vaguely. If the highway is up there, just ahead of me, I'm not going up there though. But it is around that area. Right, just so the police don't ram into the back of me, I've got to try and sneak around here. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Lack of ABS did it there. Come on. Right, I'm going to just power through here and hope. And that worked, actually. My lack of ABS hasn't completely destroyed my one. I need to be a bit more careful under the brakes. I really do. Now, how am I going to pass this? Oh, they got me. They got my corner there, but this car just bounced and kept going, so... They're attacking Aroma again! I mean, come on! Please, folk. I almost hit that rock face. But I got through. You see, I'm not really in the higher gears, but that's what this vehicle prefers. It wants you to be in the lower gears. It can get quite touchy and out of touch. And all kinds of touches at. If you don't keep the speeds somewhat reasonable. Come on. Gotta get some speed up. Oh, thank you. That sign was drive-throughable. You see, I find it comical, though, how this car is really that small. Unfortunately, it means it's easier for them to bully me. Alright. They have got a very good roadblock there using a traffic vehicle. No, I will not let this be the end of me. As much as my car may now be damaged, I think mechanically I'm fairly alright, actually. Oh dear. Sorry, D-Series. We didn't actually collide, though. This was not what I was intending. I wasn't intending to come back up this road, but as I showed, there was a roadblock, and there was nothing I could have done about it other than to just go and find another route. It was such an incredibly good roadblock. I maybe could have gone off-road, but I'm not allowing that since, you know, it just immediately stopped chasing you. Oh no, I think they've done it again. You know, I'm just going back and forth on this road, hoping they can't catch me. I feel like this car will run out of fuel. Like, I don't think I can do that, but I do feel like it can run out of fuel. And yeah, fortunately, where I got hit there is on the opposite side to the driver. I'm just a law-abiding citizen. Oh no, I'm not! Right. Come on, let me through! Shifted the wrong way. Yeah, I really hurt myself there, but what would have happened? They would have just kept doing that, and I would have had no way out. I literally cornered myself, I guess, by going on such a road. But still, you get the idea. This car just seems to lack the pace that you require to escape the police. So with that being said and done, on to my next vehicle. Next up, we have the Sherrier Emus 230S, which is a mod, and it essentially turns a Vavas into a saloon, or sedan as you might call it. Oh, Yeah, the game also crashed, so we've got a new police car by the looks of it. Yeah, I'm not going to get out if I ram the police this early. I feel like I also might have damaged the wheel already that early on, so before instigating the chase, let's make sure we're prepared. Doesn't look like there's police that way. I already do like the reason... reason? No, the way this car is... handling. Now... I can't remember what I said because I'm a fool, but... Did I even hit the man? It reminds me of my Sentra Nismo in Forza, and that's why I'm using it. This vehicle also appears to have some kind of more sophisticated auto with a manual mode, so I'll be using manual mode on it. I have been using auto mode just then to get me going, but I weren't thinking. Yeah, we do have Grand Marshals now. Before we started the game, I didn't seem to have Grand Marshals. Ooh, thank you. Oh, you fool me. How could I do that? Well, apparently I've been caught. I feel like I could keep driving. In what state, though, I guess. Yeah, let's try this again. Oof. That's just cosmetic damage. We'll be fine. Oh dear. Come on, there's swarming the place. Somehow I squeeze my way out of that. Well, I'm gonna have to go into drive mode if I get the chance, because it's just so hard to change back to reverse, and sometimes you do need to do that. Sneak through here. Right, I'm going this way. Looks like the easiest way to evade the police. And I'll go into the lay-by, why not? Well, I guess they could head on me, but to be honest, it seemed like the safer of two options. Oh dear. Go into that lay-by, not lay-by, the edge of the road a bit there, but this road is better than what I was trying with a Chazai, because I actually have space here. That side skirt hanging on for dear life. Oh no, there's 3 little pickles there trying to catch me. Somehow the Grand Marshal though actually seems semi-realistic here. I guess it's more realistic than having a bunch of D-series around the place, because they could just be large luxury saloons. Which they kind of are. They're not luxurious, but they're probably more luxurious than other stuff. I have messed up my alignment. I can feel that now. Alright, this is awkward. How will I get past you? It's almost like they moved over for me. Alright, now I'm not liking where this is going though. It looks like I'm stuck on a road full of police. How will I evade them for so long? Oh, they've made a roadblock, but this time it looks like I can actually get past it. Sorry, a little pickle. You were not after me, but I hit you regardless. There we go. I don't know how they managed not to see where I was going there. Ooh, almost hit him, but not quite. I say him, it's technically an it. This vehicle is barely hanging together. They've left a clear route up here away from the police, which is probably concerning. I probably should not have come up here. Things were going reasonably well along that road. I was at least able to avoid anything they threw at me. I mean, it seems like a terrible idea. It might not be, it might be. I don't really know. Oh dear, yeah, it's not a good idea. Maybe I'll get away with it. If it's a one-way road or something and the police refuse to come towards me, that may actually end up helping me. I don't think it is, but supposing that is the case, it would barely be a bad thing. I'm not going to try and climb that. I have a little front wheel drive. Well, not so much little anymore, but I have a front wheel drive saloon. And it's got, I believe, McPherson's strut on the front, which is not the strongest suspension type, in my experience. Ooh, little bumper. Flex there, but it's okay. I mean, bits of this hanging on for dear life. I think I lost that side skirt. Wait, I successfully evaded the police. That will not do. I think it must have been a one-way street then. Still, I'm going to have to just bump one of them, I think, coming up here. The police are still spawned, aren't they? That was a stupid mistake I made. Don't think I did any mechanical damage. Oh, so we're alright, oh dear. So it's like I'm trying to hit rock faces at this stage. Come on. I reckon we... Oh, no, I'm not going to say it. Thinking I could get to the airport? Oh, no siree. Think horrible things will happen if I dare think like that. Ooh. Where are all the traffic cars at? I mean, I know the police aren't chasing me anymore, but they should still be spawned. Come on, this is a very tight corner. I mean, you can make it round here, but you really have to, like, angle up the steering. For some reason, it's only these big American Blue Books that I'm seeing. Oh, I see a police car. Oh, he's not a police car. It's just a black one, and I kind of assumed because I saw the same colours. Where are the police? Ooh, was that a bit of oversteering? A front wheel drive? Crazy. Still, I will eventually get somewhere. Ooh, almost ended up in a rock face. And that would not have been the police. That would just have been poor driving on my part. As I say, if there is a police car, I'm going to boop it. There's a little pickle there. I don't think it's a police car. Come on, let me through. I'm driving like I'm on the run, even though I'm not. The police aren't seeing any of this nudging and booping I'm doing, so I don't know. Alright, so something they saw has got them on edge. Oh well, I didn't have to boop anyone. They just kind of latched on to me being there as a fugitive and wanted me, I guess. The great booper who lost a mirror once. He must be taken down. I don't have any words. Like, seriously, you call me the criminal. I've seen the kind of things those police do. Oh, that was a bit more of a scrape than I would have liked. Sneak around here. Oh, that was actually a good block. I just have more weight behind me, though, than those pickles now. Something which I could not so much say with the Chazai. Well, the police gone either of these directions. Again, you see, that little pickle, though, it couldn't do anything about just the sheer weight of this mouse, whatever. Oh dear. However, that Grand Marshal could. Those are mighty huge boats of things, and their body on frame. Yeah, it's not going to be too difficult for one of them to take me out. I feel like that front right wheel is getting ever more in distress. However, it is surviving, it must be said. Now, my rear bumper is off completely. We're just calling it weight savings. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going. It seems if I boot that front wheel lightly enough, it won't do much damage, but yeah, I feel so much like I'm not going to just make it to the airport like this. Ah, dearie me. Looks like I lost both my headlights. Come on! Mighty Mouse! You are somehow doing a job. I know I did call it the Moose and then the wheel has just gone. Alright, I give in! Somehow I'm still alive for now. Let's see what they do to me. See, if it says that I've evaded the police, I'm going to hide behind a bush and hope. You'll never catch me alive! Did he? Somehow I got busted. Wow. That was just crazy. He leapt off the side of a mountain because he saw I was hiding behind a tree. It was very poor aim, actually. This car put up a fight, though. I can say that much. I mean, just look at the state it's in. It was trying desperately to avoid the police, but it could not. I still think we have one more vehicle's time worth, so let's see.